Alrighty, we're setting live for the Super Speedway League race number 6, and it's gonna be a fun one tonight. First off, I want to before we check out where everybody's starting and things like that, I want to thank Austin Allbritton and Allsing Motorsports for putting up the purse for the next few races. So thank you, Austin Allbritton, Austin Baker, JD Rutzer, and JD Setup Shop. So thank you to them for putting up a purse, helping hopefully get more people in it. $20 to win tonight, and most laps led is going to be 10. So looking forward to see how good these boys race with some money on the line. It's one I'm excited for, and it's going to be a fun one to watch. So everybody's gritting now, but wanted to thank them first of all before we jump into this. So thank you. I'm going to make something for it next week, have them at the top right. But check out Allsing Motorsports and Austin Allbritton, Austin Baker, JD. Go check them out. So we're going to jump right into it here. And heat race number 1 on the pole, it's going to be Matt Frady. Matt Frady, top of the leaderboard at the end of qualifying. You see there with a 7.5. The Nick with a 7.5 as well. Doug in P2. The menace in the heat races. He's won 2 of them this season. Won the first 2 heat races of the season. He's looking for his 3rd one. Just behind them, Austin Allbritton in the 49 Me scheme. A little bit of a Days of Thunder paint scheme right there. I like it, Austin. To his outside, his first race back in the Super Speedway League, Josh Hutchinson. He's back for his first Super Speedway race with us. Last time he ran, he ended up winning, celebrated pretty hard, and ended up having a little blessing of his own and had a kid. So shout out Josh. Last time he won here at Talladega, he had a child. So hopefully he gets there done tonight again. Then just behind them in row number 3 is going to be Bully in the 18 in the Lucas Oil Kyle Busch Auto Club win paint scheme. And running out the field for the heat race is going to be Austin Baker in that 10 Snorkel Squad paint scheme. Looking good. I think it's Snorkel Squad skill. C-Ray. It might be Snorkel Squad. I'm not for sure. Not for sure. I'll check it out. But, yeah. It's going to be a fun one tonight. A lot on the line. $20 for the A main winner. 10 for most laps led. Nothing pays for the heat race. Just points in this one. So, it's going to be a fun one. But we're about to go green. Pace cars are about to pull off. Lights are out. We're about to go green for heat race number 1. This one's going to be a fun one. Next Gen's always race good. Here we go. Pace car pulling off. WTF Racing race number 6 for the Super Speedway Series. Heat racing number 1 is green. Inside line, very, very organized there on the bottom. It's going to be Matt and Austin leading, heading into turn number 1. Doug, not a great restart now. Josh is going to be able to get to his back bumper. Now they're going to jump down, all being in line now. Able to get down. It's going to be a good one. We'll see what the strategies. Find your friends. That's a big deal on these Super Speedway. Find your friends. You see Doug already trying to work that outside line. He's trying to go with it. Bully thought about going up in front of him, thought better of it. But now Bully's going to be back away from the car in front. One thing with the next gens, the bubble. There's a pretty big bubble in these that could play a big factor in getting to the back bumper of someone. You see Austin there not able to get to Matt's back bumper down the back stretch when Bully wasn't pretty close to him. Now Bully's pushing really hard on the back bumper of the 49 on that bottom lane. Who's going to lead lap number 1? Coming back to the stripe. It's going to be Matt at the line to lead lap number 1. Oh, one spinning. Austin with a big save. Is he able to keep it off the wall? He does just in time. Austin able to keep it off the inside wall. Great save off the front bumper of the 18. Unfortunately, but now the outside line's going to have a run from that. Bully trying to push Matt. And you got Josh Hutchinson and Doug Ezel on that top line. What lane can get filed out? What one can get the best pusher? It's all up to the second place car. Practice for the start-finish line. Who's going to lead it at the line? That time it's going to be Doug. Doug leads that one. Doug able to get clear in front of Matt. He's going to leave Josh out to dry. Josh going to have to remember that for the rest of the night. Remember, Doug left you out in the heat race. You guys had a chance to go both to the front. He left you out. That put him back to 5th now on the back straightaway. Matt pushing hard all over the back bumper of Doug. It's a Ford, Chevy, Toyota. And now one going to the top. Matt thought of it going to the top side. Austin Baker thought about getting in front of Josh. He's going to try it. Doug now down the front. He's going to go 3 wide for the lead. Matt to the inside. Doug in the middle. Bully to the outside. At the stripe. Too close to call. Think Doug got that one at the stripe. But now outside lines most organized. Bully's going to go to the lead. Bully goes to lead with a great push from Josh. Matt made that move to go to the inside down the front straightaway. May have been just an accident. Didn't really mean to go down there and it happened. But now Bully out front. Similar to the Daytona 500. Kyle Busch out front with a few laps to go. Is he able to hold him off? Josh going to use the bumper. Get Bully up the track just a little bit. Is Josh going to have a nose? He's thinking about it. Trying to get underneath him. Coming back to the white flag. We'll see at the line. It's going to be Bully leading it. Will he be able to hold them off and lead it when they come back around? 18, 26, 40, 10, 67. Matt with a big run. He's going to go to the outside. Who's going to go with him? Baker to the outside. Now it's going to be side by side for the lead. Matt leading the top line. Bully on the inside. Matt going to be clear getting into 3. Does he take it? He will just on the outside of Austin. Now Matt's got a block. Too many moves can cost him. Who's going to have a run? Now they make contact. 18 in the wall. Who's going to get it at the stripe? Both of them are going to have a run on Matt. Where are they going to go? Doesn't look like it's going to be a big enough run. Matt's going to win heat race number 1. Matt able to get her done with a good run through turn 3. That was a big move there for him. Let's go back and take a look at that. Getting through the corner. We see here, got a good run down the back stretch. Perfect move, went outside of him. That's what he needed to do. Get in front of the 18, block both lanes if he could. You see the 67 goes up there, and then just contact between the 10 and the 18 here. And it spins the 18 into the wall. But that's unfortunate for Bully and the 10. They're going to be starting at the not where they wanted, but it's going to invert the field. So now Doug is going to be on the pole for the main, finishing 3rd in that race. But a good battle all the way to the line. Just Josh not able to build up a big enough run behind Matt. And Matt ends up getting heat race win number 1. Now we're ready for the second heat race of the night. Oh boy. It's going to be a fun one in this one. On the pole, you got the youngster, Nick Seipel, in that beautiful 4 Harvick scheme, Subway. To his outside, one of the older guys in the league, but one of the best as well at super speedways. Both in the front row. Really good at super speedways in their own ways. One youngster, one pretty, not going to say old Dave, but we love you, but an older fella. We love you, Dave. But two great guys going to be starting the pole here. And then row number 2 is going to be Jay. And Jay in that 57, the black and pink machine. To his outside is going to be Mike Presley in the 17, Dave's teammate for this one. So part of that Tennessee Tango team. So they'll be working together at the start of this heat race. Then just behind that in row number 3 is going to be Jason Batsby in the 29 and Chris Pilo rounding off the field. Jason, I like that paint scheme. Got the nice Labonte scheme, or Terry scheme. I like that scheme. Looks actually not too bad on the next gen with the numbers kind of move forward. It's not too bad, but it's gonna be a fun one to watch. Here we go. Mixed bag here between some older guys and some young guns in this one. So we'll see who comes out on top, but it's going to be a fun one for heat race number 2. Nick and Dave going to be leading it. Jay, Mike in row number 2. Jason and Chris going to be row number 3. Pace car lights are out. We're going to go green this time. These boys have been cooped up and ready. They watched that first heat race. They've kind of seen how it went, so they're going to try to use what they learned from it and try to take advantage of that and win this second heat race. So pace car is going to dip off here. A long ways to the start-finish line here at Talladega. With that start-finish line being longer down the track, it is a lot longer of a wait for these drivers, but as they creep in, you see the restart zone there. Nick leading. Nick fires. We're green. Nick with a good restart. Going to be clear on Dave. But outside row, not what they wanted for this first lap. The inside, in pretty much most cars, are going to be better with it being a slower speed. There's not really a momentum to be gained off the top. But we'll see how the momentum comes in for Dave. Trying to rip the top side. We'll see how big of a run he gets down the back straightaway. Mike behind him, his teammate, but it looks like it's going to be the same thing as the first heat race. Bottom 3 cars are going to be clear getting into turn 3, and everybody's going to single file out and try to get back in line. But Dave and Mike going to still try to work that outside line, and now they built up the momentum for lap. They're trying to roll that outside line. Go ahead and ride on board with the 29 here. He's on that bottom lane. See what he's seeing from the cockpit view. He's got choices, and it looks like that outside lane, he sees it. That outside lane starting to get going, and it's working for Dave. Mike's going to be clear on Nick down the back stretch. Is Chris going to be? He will. Now the 29, he will also be clear on Nick. So the outside line in this second heat race is working great for these drivers. Now Nick's got to put one in the memory bank and remember that for later in the race. But now he's going to be backing off. He's going to have a huge run. Not going to take it, though. Down the front straightaway. Completing lap 3 this time. Lap 2, apologies, on to lap 3 there. We'll see who's going to be the first one to make a move. Another similar situation to last, or 2 weeks ago's Daytona 500 in real life. 2 teammates out front, 2 Chevys out front, closing in on the final laps here, and we'll see who's going to try to make a move. Who's going to be the first one to do it? Looks like it's going to be Jay going to try to go around the outside of Nick. They're going to switch. Now we'll see what Nick does, if he's going to try to push Jay out front. Big run from Jay, though. Chris going to back off. He's going to be on the back bumper of Jason now. Big run. Are they going to take it? Coming back to 2 to go. Now Nick's to the outside of Jason. Not going to be there with Chris. Now Chris is going to go up. We'll see what Mike and David do. They don't do anything about it. They let them try to work that outside line, but now the bottom lane's not as good as good formation as they were earlier, but now they're going to be side drafting hard down the back straightaway. One going to get almost turned. Mike with a good save off the front bumper of the 29, but that's going to be bad for the inside's momentum. Now the outside's going to clear him once again. Now Nick all over the back bumper of Chris. Coming back to the white flag. Now remember, Dave, Jason, Mike, they're not out of it yet. Still got 2.5 miles to go. And they're not out of the draft yet, so they could have a big run lined up for the back straightaway. White flag for Chris Pilo this time. Who's going to make it back to the stripe first? Who's it going to be? Jay going to look out to the outside. Nick's going to also try to block it from Jay. Now David with a big run. He's going to give a big shot to Nick. Where does Nick go? He's going to push Chris now. Now the teams are starting to build. The runs are getting bigger. The pushes are getting huge. Dave with a little bit of a run. Where does Nick go? Off at turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Nick pushing all the way to the line. When does he make his move? There he goes to the outside. Who's Dave's going to help? Side by side to the line. It's going to be Nick getting the win. Nick gets the win as they wreck behind him. Nice job from Nick. Gets that done after a solid move. Worked with Chris. Those last 2 laps got them 2 to lead. Made a great move and got to his outside. Then coming on the stripe, Dave had a run. They make contact, and Chris gets it right at the line. But what a race. Great race all in all. 5 cars there at the end. Mike just a little bit off after losing the draft in the last lap, but good battles throughout the field. Let's go ahead and take a quick break for the warm-up, and we'll be right back with you. And we are back, getting ready to roll off for the grid for the A main. This one's going to be a fun one tonight.
This is unusual. I'm on the pole.
There's a little bit shot. He's going to be on the pole, but did a good job. And he's starting up there now. So, whole field ready to roll. Everybody's trying to win $20 tonight. We'll see how the field fares getting through this one. Well, not going Jason. Maybe stalled it, but we're ready. Everybody's rolling. I'm excited for tonight's race. It's going to be fun. So, on the pole, it's going to be Jay in that 57. Ended up getting, I believe it was 3rd or 5th in the heat race. So, he's going to be on the pole, restarting for that inside line. So, yes, he got 5th for that first heat race. Checking my stats. Austin got 5th, but that puts him outside on the front row, Baker. And then in row number 2, it's going to be Jason Batsby and Albritton. Just behind them in row number 3 is going to be David Hurt and Doug Ezel. 2 of the elder fellows in the league. We love them both, David and Doug. 2 of the OG guys. And just behind them, it's going to be Chris Pilo and Josh Hutchinson. 2 guys who recently just had kids. So all within last year, this year or something. So 2 guys that have not newborns, but pretty newer deals. And then Nick Seipel and Bully in the 18 to his outside in row number 5. There should be, I'm pretty sure. No, it's going to be Nick and Matt side by side for the restart here. Then just behind them, it's going to be Bully and Mike. Rounding off the field, Joey Keneally didn't run his heat race, but is back and is going to be ready for the A main. So these drivers been cooped up, been waiting, got past their heat races, watched another one, learned a little bit from it, hopefully, and now they're going to be ready to race for 50 laps here at Talladega. Pace car pulls off. He's off the track. Jay and Baker going to lead them to the green. WTF Racing Super Speedway race number 6 is green. Good restart for Jay. That's actually going to put him far out in front of the field. Hopefully not hurt him. Everybody's going to have a big run, though, with the draft. Super Speedway League, that's kind of a point of it. Having the draft, having the big runs happen. He's far out there, so we'll see what they do down the back straightaway. Baker going to have to be careful with the blinking. That could cost him. He's been gone for a while, so I'm not for sure about that. He's going to be a big question. He's gone, so something must have happened, unfortunately. See Jay going to try to dip out to the bottom. Hopefully able to get back up on track. He will almost. He's going to spin. Able to save it, but almost spins. Great save by Jay. But now everybody's going to try to get back running, get their mojo back after the quick warm-up. Austin Albritton going to go to lead. Doug behind him. Austin's going to lead lap number 1. Hearing a internet problem, so we could throw that down as mechanical failure for Baker. Unfortunately, that's not what he wanted, and unfortunate after solid heat race started up on the front row, not what he wanted. But now Albritton gonna be lone wolf there in the All Seeing Motorsports camp, but now he's got Doug right behind him, gonna push him. 4-car breakaway for the lead, and then just behind them it's gonna be David Hurt and Joey Keneally kind of working together on that outside line. Now Dave able to get in front of the 18. 03 stuck on that top side. Remember, these drivers only have 2 faster pairs, so they got to race smart with it. And they know that penalties, EOLs, and all that are going to be a factor. Everybody single file now. We'll see who's going to be the first one to try the top line. We saw it work out in heat race number 2. In the first heat, it didn't work out for pretty much anybody, but in that second one, it worked out for a lot of the field. So pretty much everybody gained a spot from around the top at one point in that race. So we'll see what they do about that and when that comes into play. A few guys that are working together this race. Chris, Joey, maybe not working together, but they're in the same chat, so I'll kind of name them now. Chris, Joey, Josh, Matt, and Nick are all in one chat together. Then you got Doug kind of by his lonesome in a chat. And then you have the Tennessee Tango, Bully, David, Mike. They're all together. A little bit of wiggle from Josh there. Not sure what happened there. And then you got All Seeing Motorsports, Austin, Albrighton, and Baker, who is trying to join back, I'm pretty sure. They're all working together, so we'll see. But Chris is going to be back a little ways. We saw Josh lose a few spots and see him blink back in there. But we'll see who's going to be the first one with the big run. It is going to be Josh. He's going to look to that outside line. Not going to take it, though. He's going to get back to the back. Let's ride on board here with the 18. Or with the 40. Apologies. Let's ride on board with him. See what he's seeing from on top of that race car. As I say that, you got two cars trying to make a move on that top line right in front of them. 1877 trying to work that top line. It's not working. They're dropping back a few spots, so we'll see what Matt does about it. Jump up to that front runner in that 49. And look out back. He's got that intimidating Ford right behind him. Chester the Cheeto just behind him. All over his back bumper. Trying to stay with him. And Austin in the me scheme. Talladega Nights paint scheme. No big moves being made yet. As I say that, Dave's going to try to go to the top side. Doug doing a solid job on the pushing tonight. So far through it. Able to keep Austin in front of him. But they got to remember, most laps led also gets 10 points. So they got to race smart with it. And try to take it away from Austin. Austin obviously the one putting up the money, so he's trying to keep his money. But everybody else is trying to take it away from him. So once again, Austin, thank you for putting up the purse tonight. As a little bit of 3-car breakaway now. Now Bully going to try to side draft the 15. Not worked out for him. Now those few are going to lose a few spots, but laps led are big. For $10, we're only 7 laps into the race, so a lot to go, but that's been 7 laps under Austin's belt. Now, first real move to the top side, it's going to be David Hurt and Christopher Pilo trying to work that outside line. Or guys in the chat with Dave. Bully stuck on that inside line. Now he's going to go to the outside. Where's everybody going to start making a move? Bully pushing the 29. Not going to work out. Not at least yet. But now 2 lanes are starting to form. Nick pushing the 77. Now the 77 to the back of the 29. Does the 77 take the run? Does the 29 take the run? Wide shot down the back straightaway. See the flyby of all these cars. Up 7 spots. Bully already, but he's dropping back now. Stuck on that outside line. David trying to make something happen. Thinking about going to the top. Not going to be able to do it. Nick methodically has made his way through the pack. Hasn't really made a move yet. And just put her on that inside line. And has been able to get to 4th here at the moment. But just behind them, here they go. Been waiting for these guys to get up to the front of the field. Matt, Nick, Joey, Josh, they're all in the same chat. So they're trying to get lined up, and they finally do. And now they're the ones going to try the top side. Matt's a really good pusher. Nick, really good leader. I think that top side could come into play here. If they can hook up and work together. Known to have a few beefs together, but if they can get that outside working, I think it'll be all right. But right now, it's not so far. Doug doing a great job on the pushing, leading the field, keeping Austin out in front of it. The top side is going to be big on the outside of the corners and on the exit of the curves. So they're going to have to play it smart where they push and see if they're able to get there. It's not worked out for them yet, but now it's going to switch. Nick's going to drop to the back. Matt's going to lead that pack. Now Chris is going to jump up in front. So they haven't been able to line anything up yet. We'll see what the top says. We know how strong the front two are here at the moment. Albritton and Ezel. But we'll see if that top line ever comes in. I'm not for sure if it will. We had two of the best at pushing there on that outside line, and it didn't work. So I don't know when that top line's going to come in, but you know that they saw that they tried, just wasn't able to get it to work. Now they're going to try it again with Chris leading it. See if they're able to do anything. Now Bully's going to try to get up in front of it. Not going to be able to. They're going to be almost 3 wide. Bully almost up in the left rear of the 40. That's going to lose a lot of momentum. 40 tried to stay away from it, and the 18 side drafted really hard and almost spun the 40 out there. But outside, still not working. Scott broken up. Matt not able to do anything. Joey trying to push, just not got the push speed yet. Now they're trying to build up that run once again. One thing I noticed from when I ran the 500, it seemed like a 3 to 5 cars were faster than the whole pack, but haven't been able to pull away yet. We'll see. Now Dave's going to have a big run. He's going to try to take it. Now it's going to give Chris some draft. Little bit of a draft. That's going to help him. Will they be able to do anything with it? Seems like that bottom lane's so strong here at the moment. Only able to get up to the 4th spot. Now they just keep trying to side draft. They keep side drafting. It's not helping either one of them. Let's ride on back with the 40 as he's on the back bumper of the 15, pushing hard. Hear him lifting, trying to keep that speed up, keep the runs. A little bit of a run now on the outside line. Pretty stagnant. A little bump coming. Good bump there. Now the top side is starting to roll. Chris is up to 3rd. Didn't have it at the line, but he does heading into turn number 1. Now the 3rd place isn't locked on to the back bumper of that bottom lane. Now it's just Doug and Austin starting to pull away. Matt and Chris are clear if they want it. They're trying to drag Joey and Nick and Josh around. 3 of them are clear. We'll see if Joey takes it. Matt and Chris are kind of going to take it. They're going to stay on that outside line. It's working out for them at the moment. Why leave it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Here they come. Chris to the right rear, Doug. Almost had 2nd at the line. Now he's going to go for the lead. Chris, Matt, Joey, Nick, Josh. Got that top line rolling now. A little bit of a checkup. 67 sideways in front of the field. Back up in front of the track. Big wreck on the back straightaway. Big wreck. Lot of cars involved. That was a big one. And caution number 1 flies. Let's go back and take a look at what happened there. So you see the inside line. Just a big checkup from it. And not able to do much. See the 67 get in the back of the 49. 67 goes around. Comes back up into the track in front of everybody. And they make contact. Big wreck on the straightaway. Then just on the exit, the 03 gets loose in front of the 4. Gets in the left rear of the 49. And everybody scatters to try to avoid it. But caution 1 waves. Wreck happens on lap 14. Alrighty, before we get running, Austin, you got a copy? Well, I know that you put up the purse, and so I want to thank you for it. I know that you were caught up in the last one, but all in all, what have you seen throughout this race? And talk a little bit about why you wanted to sponsor and help out with the league.
Yeah, man. So it's been a good race so far. It sucks we had that little wreck there. It kind of cost us repair, but hey, it's okay. It's racing. It's been a good race so far. But as far as wanting to help the league out, I'm trying to build some more interest in the super speedway stuff. I enjoy racing it. I know a lot of these guys do, so I'm trying to make them take it serious and have a good time and show up every week. So that's the plan for the next 3 weeks at least, and maybe we can work something for next season. But appreciate you broadcasting it.
It's sure it's been fun one to watch. I love broadcasting these super speedway ones, and hopefully we get more and more cars. It's gonna be a shootout every week. If we get 20 cars or so, good clean drivers, it'll be a fun one. But yeah, that is the goal, but wanted to thank you and have you in here when I say it. Thank you for sponsoring it, helping out. Deeply appreciate it. And I like the paint scheme.
Appreciate
good.
it. Yeah, it's my dog.
Got
That's
the
my
meat
dog
scheme.
on the hood.
Yeah, I like it.
So, thanks, buddy.
Yes,
But
sir.
You, let me know if you want to jump back into All Scene Chat and give us another interview. Baker will be ready for it. I'm sure he's
Oh, well.
heated, though.
Well, well. I'll be good. I'll give you guys interviews. So,
See
don't
you,
worry.
buddy.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks.
Austin Albritton. There, talking about why he would like to sponsor the league. But so thank you, Austin, once again for doing that. But we're getting back running here. Pace car lights are out. We're going to be going green this time. Pace car pulls off. It's going to be Matt and Chris leading the field. Now the whole field is kind of jumbled up. Now it's going to be Chris, Matt, Josh, Jason, Mike, the front five. That's jumbled up a lot of it, so they're going to be ready. Bully maybe trying to get a little bit of run there, anticipating it, but lap 17 restart. We're green. Back green, front two fire. Good restart for both lanes. Dead even at the line. Is Matt going to be able to get clear on Chris? Looks like they're going to try to do a teammate restart. Maybe not. Chris going to have a run through the center. We'll see how that outside line works for the restarts. Doug already making moves. Trying to shoot through the middle. Making moves. See the field fast flyby. And these guys got one more fast pair, most of it. If they took a fast pair that last time, they only got one left. So, two from the start, one left for the guys who need to save it. We're not halfway yet, closing in on it, but not yet. So, they'll have to race it smart in that point. But Doug trying to go 3 wide around the outside of Nick already. Doug trying to fight his way back up to the front pack. Not being able to do it. Not got the run. Now Nick's going to be able to slot in front of Joey. And it seems like that pack, or that few guys that are in the just normal IRacing chat are doing a pretty good job right at the moment. They've got 3 of their cars to the front. Now Nick and Joey are going to try to work themselves up to it. We'll see if they're able to. First one's on that outside line. Now Jason's going to try to get to the back bumper and help him. But out front, Matt, Chris, Josh, Mike, Bully, Nick starting to fight it now on that outside line. It's all about that second guy. No matter who or what lane it is, as one going to spin to the inside, that's going to be the 17. Mike Presley to the inside. I believe kept it off the inside wall. Go back and take a look at that. Great save by Mike. Just a little bit too ambitious maybe from the 18. And whoa, great save from Mike. I know I wasn't focused on the front pack there, but that was a great save for Mike there. But that's going to reset the field. They're all going to be single file now after checking up, trying to avoid that wreck. Hopefully Mike doesn't lose out too much there, but it's single file. Here at the moment, we're closing in on halfway, 5 laps to go. We know how aggressive Nick is on these super speedways and also how good he is. But the front 5 are all in that WTF Racing chat. So they're all in the same chat talking to each other. First one is Bully. Jason, not in the Discord. Doug. Now Austin going to be returning the favor to Doug. He's going to be pushing him. Let's ride on board with him. See the big Doug Ezel on the back bumper. Let's ride along board with him for a lap or two. A little bit of a crank it up. A little bit of a crank it up there. It's been interesting so far. You saw Nick try to get up in front of Doug, and the outside just didn't really work to his advantage. So not what he wanted to try. Is a little bit of contact. 77-67. Great save from Doug. Saved it right there. A little bit of contact made them two get close and almost wrecked, but they're able to save it. A little bit of checkup from those back four after that, but great save. They're still in the hunt for it. Austin keeping Doug in the draft, catching him. Matt been leading the last few laps. Joey, the first one to try to go up to that top line, sees Dave with a run. That's going to mess up that top line. Not what Dave needed. He tried it. Didn't work out for him. Now Doug and Austin are going to go now one spitting. That's going to be the 26 off the nose of the 18. Oh, contact, more contact. 3 spitting down the backstretch. 67, 18, 75. Caution flies once again. Not what the 67 needed. More damage. Had to use a fast spray that first one. Let's go back and take a look at how that all started. We see here Austin, Doug with a big run on that bottom line. Worked good for him there at the moment. Then we see here off the front bumper of the 18, the 26 goes. Josh able to save it. Then down the back straightaway, we'll see what happens. So Nick had a run and was just trying to bully. Obviously checked up a little bit. Nick went underneath the yellow line, which was fine in iRacing. That's okay. And then just contact was made. And 18 went up into the 67, it looked like there, which turned him into the 4, and they all collided. So we'll see what happened here. 4 able to get up, Nick. Then 18 moved up into the 67. So going to have to say that one is on the 18, unfortunately, there. We'll be back. I'm going to sort this out and back to the broadcast. We're back. Going to try to do an interview here before we get back running green. Let's do Austin Baker now. Austin, do you got a copy?
I sure do. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I know you are, we'll say mechanical failure on that first lap. If you want to go around, you can. Go around again.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, we'll say screw it. But we know that you had that problem early and unfortunately was caught up in that first wreck, had the internet problem, so ended up going a few laps down, but we're trying to get you back going at least before the end so that you can run it. But talk to us a little bit about why you wanted to help out the league and All Seeing Motorsports and what you guys are trying to do with the Super Speedway League.
So basically, here at All Seeing Motorsports, we wouldn't say we're driver development, but more of welcoming the newer driver into the iRacing experience. Working with guys into the rookie street stocks, getting their C-class license into trucks, modifieds, whether it's the slower modifieds or the tour mods. That's basically what we're in. We're just kind of like a brotherhood membership type deal with no fee. We have 2 corporate bankrolling sponsors that basically contribute to the team as a whole. Going back to the new driver, sort of development. You come to us, hey, I really want to run, whether it be, let's say, something as wild as GR Cup, you want to run for the 13-week series, but it's gonna be, you need $40 or something in tracks. That's what the treasury's there for. And put those guys on blast and in the public realm, because our sponsors are venture very attractive, eye-catching over at Surf Shop, BudSnorkeler.com. AB powder coating, it's crazy how many questions I get about, even just general about powder coating. So that's cool about that. But that's what we're all about here, All Seeing Motorsports. WTF as a whole has a big presence. It's a lot of people know about it. A lot of people have come and gone and run it, and since moved on to other leagues. And we're trying to, get some people anchored in here. There's a lot of OG people in here, as we like to coin them. And basically, we want more. We want more. We want to bring the All-Seeing Brotherhood into the WTF, because this is more than a racing league. This is a club. This is, at the end of the day, this is everyone bullshitting, hanging out, and talking, shop, whether it's their real racing or, racing that they want to do in real life. So, but yeah, that's why we're here for the long haul for WTF.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a fun one. We appreciate you guys doing what you're doing, and it's an awesome thing what you guys are doing. But let you back going green. Good luck.
Awesome.
Thank you, Austin, there at the end. We'll get him his waves, obviously, a few lap down, but that's no problem. We'll get him back going. But front row, Matt and Chris. Matt fires. We're still green. We're back green. Front 5 going to get single filed now. Whole field already single file. Everybody able to get down where they wanted to go. Great for everybody there. So it's Matt, Chris, Jason, Joey, Josh, Mike, Albritton, Jay, Nick, Doug, Bully, David, and Austin. They're at the line. You see 3 cars already going to go to that top side, or at least try it for a second. It's going to be the 2603, almost, maybe a little bit of contact now. The 29 is going to try to attempt to go to the lead. Went to the outside of the 15. By himself. We'll see if anybody goes with him. Nobody does there. So that's not going to help Jason's case, unfortunately. But with a big run, let's go on board with the 67. He's going to have a big run here. Let's see what he does with it on the onboard. So he's catching the field. We'll see what he does with it. Got a man who's a great pusher. And depends on where it pushes, but he's been making moves in that 18, pushing everybody. Now, Austin. Albritton going to go up in front of Doug. We'll see how these two work together. Once again, Austin led the first 7 laps with Doug on his back bumper. We'll see if they're able to do anything with it. Nope, Doug's going to switch. He's going to go back behind Bully now. So who's going to be the one? Try that out, that top line, that high side. Top 10 all single file at the moment. Who's going to be the first one? See, Bully peeks his nose underneath the 17. That's going to shuffle Mike out to that top side. We're completing lap 30 this time. We're getting closing down slowly to crunch time. I think these drivers know it. They're starting to make moves. See the 18 directly inside of the 26. Josh able to get back down in front of it, but the 18 trying to make moves. Keep shoveling people out. He's been making moves by doing it, but maybe making moves, making passes, but more than likely not making friends from it. Now Doug going to go back to the outside. Around Bully. He's going to have Jason go with him. To the top side. We know Doug likes making passes on these super speedways. He likes taking advantage of all the big runs and everything that he can. He takes advantage of. He's not one of the ones that maybe not say races it smart, but every run he takes, and more than likely it works out for him. He's kind of got the Tony Stewart approach to it. It's either Tony Stewart, Dell Sr. or Dell Jr. They kind of did that where whoever would, if they had a run, they'd take it no matter what. Even if it was 3 wide through the middle, whatever, they had a run, they were taking it. And he's kind of driving like them, and it's always worked out for him more than likely. And we see now Jason, Doug starting to roll on that top line. You get 1 or 2 cars and build up the momentum on that top side. It seems to work. And as I say that, Doug goes to the inside. Now Bully's going to switch with Doug, and he's going to try that top line. So out the front of the field, Matt, Chris, Joey, Josh doing a solid job leading the field, being in control. Now Dave's going to try to swing out to the top side. Britton going to go with him. He's got a big run. Right on board with him now. How aggressive does he get to the back to the front of the field? He's going to swing down, get a little bit of a draft off of Doug, catch Dave. Now he's on the back bumper. We'll see the splitter and the rear diffuser there on Dave from that close-up. But Austin Albritton locked on to the back bumper of Dave. We know Dave can handle a push, but he's going to jump in front of Doug. Not what Austin needed. They had a good run. Now 40 into the wall. One spinning now, the 15. This could be big in front of the field. How did they make it out of that? What happened there? The 40. Right front damage. Just a bad push. Chris got to the left rear. Not what Matt wanted to see. He led a lot of laps, and now he's going to be down for the count. He's down on that damage. Not what he wanted. Led a lot of laps, and now it's going to kind of give the lead to Joey with Josh behind him. Now some of that pack, 2 of them, Chris, Matt, working together so well for a lot of it. It's not going to work out for them now. Now they're spread out. And just in that WTF Racing chat, only 2 left in this front pack is Joey and Josh. Now Doug got back up here. Albritton as well. He's up here. They've been working that top side together. Now Jason's going to try to go for the lead. Smart move from Jason. If you could break those 2 up, get kind of that run, break those 2 up. We know how different these things drive when there's only 2 cars on the bottom. Now Joey's going to try to go up to block. Not going to fully commit. The smart decision, I'd say, with the big run that Jason had. But now they're going to be side by side now for the lead. You see Bully go to the top all the way to the outside. He's trying to use all the momentum. He's going to get there, but not going to be able to take it. David tried to go with him, but now the 03, 26, 67, 49, top 4 at the moment. See Josh Brickler blinking out just a little bit. That could be, that could come into a factor. With him blinking out, it won't be a push for Joey as much. So that could possibly be a problem. But Joey learning a lot was kind of my helping partner. Now they're going to leave the bottom open. Now Doug's going to swing to the inside. That's going to be big. Now the 03 comes down in front of the 67. Can the 03 save it? He does. Just in front of the field. Able to somehow save it. Great save by Joey. Looked like he came down on the 67 there. Now what does Jason do? He has an opportunity to go 3. Pushes Josh. Now Josh to the point. Now the 67's got the 18 to his back bumper. Field's kind of spread out so far. The 03, 77, 49, they've all backed off trying to avoid that wreck. Now the 77 and Nick, or 17, Mike, and the 75 of Nick, the 4 Harvick scheme. They're together trying to catch this pack, but now this whole field looking to make something happen, try to get around, get up to the front, lead those laps. We're closing in on 10 laps to go, so aggression's starting to heat up, and we're seeing it now. Doug goes to the outside line. He's got his helper in Bully right behind him. See what Doug does. Going to try to stay up as long as he can, more than likely. Now Jason's going to go with them. Jason goes right with those two. They're going to be clear getting into turn 1. Doug's going to lead it at the line. Doug, I would say, is one of the more underrated drivers in the super speedway side of racing. Always seems to find himself up there, and always he's either going to win or wreck. It's always kind of bad situations and bad luck for Doug, but he's either really lucky or really unlucky. There's no middle ground for him, but he's always done a great job at being there at the end and trying to be. Now he's got the 18 pushing him, pushing hard on his back bumper. We've seen it not work out a few times for a lot of drivers, but seemed to work out that corner at least. Now Josh locked onto the back bumper of Jason. Team JJ on that outside line. 2J's, little bit of contact possibly between the 67 and 26. But outside line work there. Josh and Jason going to get clear getting into turn 1. This 6-car pack breakaway has definitely not been what a few guys wanted. This pack right here, Mike, Nick, and Joey. Joey after the big save. These two lost the draft early, and they've been trying to work together and get back up to the front of the field. But it's just not, they've not been able to. Not been close enough to stay in draft, and not been close enough to, you know, catch this pack, but they've been battling. But Josh starting to pull away. Josh and Jason. That's going to leave a big run for Albritton. David. And they're going to try to take it. Josh blocked Austin. Big run from Austin. Josh blocked it. Tried to take advantage of it. Austin thought better of it and thought better of pushing him. We see David here in the 77. He's actually a lap down. He is 11th at the moment, only 1 lap down. So what he needs to have happen is obviously a yellow, get that lap back. But he's trying not to be in the yellow. In the wreck, in the yellow. So that could be big. Doug going to try to get down in front of the 29. Barely clear there. That could have been big. Jason let him in there. But now Austin going to go back to the point. He gets around Josh. And as I say that, Josh fighting hard around that outside line, trying to hold it. Practice for the finish. Who's it going to be? We'll see when it updates in the bottom left. It is Austin. Austin at the stripe. Bully trying to get that outside line working with David. Very high side. Not really going with Josh, but they're on that high side. The 49 and 67 seem to find each other a lot in this race so far. And at the start of the race, it was those two leading the field with, I think it was Jason behind them. And it looks like it's the same deal here. Let's ride on board with that 29. He's got the 67 in front of him. He's got to take care of him as Doug's trying to take care of the 49. keep them out front. But you see this run from the outside. It's going to be Josh, Bully. 18:26 versus 49:67. Now keep in mind, the last time that these three on the bottom were in line, there was a big wreck. 67 got shuffled out. He ended up spinning, almost came back up in front of the field. And, well, he did. Just a little bit of contact with the, well, as I say it, Dave and the 77 to his outside. So last time it wasn't great. And now they're going to have to be careful with that once again. Bully trying to use that outside line. Josh pushing hard. Coming back to line. It's going to be 7 laps to go. And I've seen a switch happen. And here comes Nick, Joey, and Mike. Joey able to get around Mike. Nick pushing like crazy is able to get Joey up to this front pack. And now they have a big run. Where are they going to go with it? We know the two youngsters. They know how to make moves. And they're aggressive with it. But they got a big run now. Nick's going to try to... Big move from Nick. I don't know. That was a very aggressive move. Not sure if I would have done it. But now he's going to be single file. Try to maybe get him behind Josh there. Now he's going to have to be behind David. Now these three are going to be stuck right where they were, behind this big pack, trying to catch him once again after that move. Joey trying to get down behind Mike, or in front of Mike, just not clear to do it. Just a little blink on that outside line, but the front 5 all setting themselves up for these. Well, we're coming back to complete lap 44. That's a stripe. It's going to be lap 6 to go. Now David's in this. Like I said earlier, one of the best super speedway racers in the league. Josh got to get up and away, stop side drafting those cars, and he does. He's going to help push this 3 up to the front 3. Got the kind of yellowy orange red cars leading this field. Here goes Bully with a big run. Where's he going to go? He's going to sit behind the 29. Only one trying to make a move at the moment is Josh. He's trying to get to the front of the pack. He will get by the 77. Tries to side draft the 18. That's going to cost him. Now this 26 sideways. Big wreck. He's going to go hard into the wall. He's going to spin. Caution. Flies. Late in this one. Another hard hit to the inside wall. Something broke on that car. That was not natural. Lost the nose on that one. One of the best, I'd say, talented drivers. Josh just tried to side draft and went straight and got in the wall there and got loose, able to stay away from David, but overcorrected, got in the wall, then hit the inside wall. So not what he wanted there, but caution flies. Man, this is going to be a shootout now with less than 5 laps to go when we get back going green. Let's go ahead and do an interview here. Doug, do you got a copy? Doug, do you copy?
Gotcha.
Well, you're looking good in the forgot what pay scheme is that? No, Ren and Stampy.
The Ren and Stimpy. Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy. I like that scheme. I caught a
Yeah.
Cheetos one
Ren
earlier.
And Stimpy
Not
riding
getting
along with
close.
me. So.
It looks good. I like that. Your next gen paint scheme. But talking about the racing, you're in P2 here on this restart. You've been working with All Britain All Race, and it's been working out for you. Worked out for you guys at the start of it. You two led till at least lap 7, and you guys find each other again. It's worked out great now. So what are you trying to do? Looking into, I believe it's going to be a green, white, checkered finish. So what are you looking to do, and what is kind of your plan heading into it?
I'm hoping I can get a good push and get clear, and then just see what happens, and hopefully I don't get trapped up on that high line. And we'll just have to see how it goes, see how good of a push I get, where I wind up. If All Britain can gap a little bit from third, then maybe I can drop down in behind him and work with him, and we fight it out coming off of 4.
Alrighty.
You know, and just see what happens.
Well, it's going to be a battle to the end. $20 to win, so good luck on that front. Hopefully we'll be interviewing you at the end.
Alrighty, thank you.
Doug Ozil there. Looking at the chat, actually don't see Nick in here. Was going to interview Nick, but he is not in the Discord, so I cannot interview him. Joe, I believe you're his dad, so I was going to interview him, but because I know he's getting on these super speedways, but he's not in chat, so I actually can't interview him. I was going to, but who's one more that we can interview? Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. I interviewed Austin. Jason's not in the chat. Bully Nick, Chris. Looking at the back. Let's interview someone kind of closer to the back. Let's do Dave. Dave, do you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Alrighty, I'll try to make it quick. I know you're starting deep for this restart. It's going to be green, white, checkered. What are you looking to do, and how are you going to try to get it done?
Well, first of all, I'm just going to try and avoid any crashes because I know there's probably going to be one. I'm going to try and get down on the inside line and just try and make any moves that comes up and need to make. But I just hope to finish in a decent spot.
It's going to be a battle to the end. You know it's $20 to win, so try to get as much as you can on this hopefully last restart. And we'll be hopefully interviewing you here at the end.
I hope so. Thank you.
Yes, sir. David Hurt looking to make something happen from 10th on this restart. Row number 5, that gray and orange 77. We'll see what they do with it, but this restart possibly could be the last. It's going to be green, white, checkered, and these drivers know it. So we'll see how much the aggression gets. We know one of the more aggressive drivers in that 4 on that bottom lane in 5th. That 3rd row bottom lane. It's going to be a green, white, checkered finish. Pace car, pull it off. Place your bets now. Who you think's going to win? Austin All Britain. Doug Ezel rolling into the restart zone. Austin fires. We're green. Doug was clear for a second, thought better of it. Now Austin going to jump up in front of Doug. Green, white, checkered. No teammates now. No friends, no teammates. Where are they going to go? Doug, first one leaning outside line, the 18 pushing hard. Not working for them there. And they've gotten loose multiple times. Now, Nick with a big run. Is he going to try to take advantage of it? 49, 29, 4 at the front of the field. Or Doug say, hopefully not get stuck out on that top line. That's exactly what happened. Not what he needed. Bully with no help to try to catch these front 3. Here they come with a big run. Bully to the outside. Big move for Bully. Coming back to the stripe. It's going to be white flag at the line. White flag for Austin Albritton. Jason on his back bumper. Nick, Doug, they're looking to make something happen from third and fourth. Everybody fighting out back to get in a position. Trying to clear as much as he can. One gets turned in front of the field. Nick's going to make it through. Who's going to get to him? First one back to the stripe. Who's it going to be? Bully with a run. Nick trying to block. Bully into the wall. Gets loose. Able to save it. In front of the field. Is he able to save it? He will. Now Nick. Now Matt and Joey with a big run. Where do they go? Nick with a big block. $20 on the line. They're driving like it. Who's it going to be? Joey turns him. Joey turns him into the wall. At the line, Matt gets it. Matt gets it at the line. What a race. That one's going to be a penalty, I believe, on the 03. That was a dump coming to the stripe. What happened on that last lap? Let's go back and take a look at it. So, the front of the field, Jason trying to push Austin just too far on the right rear. Gets into Austin, hard into contact in the wall. Nowhere for Josh to go. They go up in the air and almost flip, but somehow Nick able to make it through. He makes it through. And then Bully with a big run. He tries to go around him. Big run. Goes up to block. Bully able to almost save it. Gets sideways, loses it. Then behind them with a big run. Joey and Matt, they're pushing hard with a big run. Nick with no help. Matt hard on Joey's back bumper. Matt goes low, lets them try to fight it out. And then right there, Nick with a final block probably would have had it. Then Joey gets into Nick's right rear. Think that'll be a penalty, but all the way to the stripe. It was a battle. Matt got it at the line. We'll see by how much. 12 hundredths of a second. It was 2/10 as a penalty from Joey, or for Joey more than likely, but man, that was a wild last lap. Let's go ahead and interview him now. Matt Frady, your winner. Matt, do you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Gotcha.
I don't even know what to say. I don't really know what happened. I don't even know where you restarted. I don't know. I do not know. I am going to check that after. It may have been you. I'm not sure. But
May have been who?
may have been you. I'm not going to lie. But on that restart, you were deep in the field. White flag, you were, I believe, ninth.
Yeah.
And all the way to the line, you had a chance. They wrecked in front of you again. Talk to us what you saw on that last lap and how were you able to make it through?
I seen a lot of smoke and card numbers. No, it was just working with the team and trying to get up there and figuring out the line to go through and try to avoid all that wreck and dip, duck, and dive and dodge away from them.
Yeah, it was definitely carnage. What did you see? You saw the 18 go low, and you and Joey had a solid run on Nick coming off of 4. What did you think, and what were you trying to do? Obviously, it worked out for you, but what were you trying to do and to get it done for you, and how did it work out in your favor?
When I seen that, I was mainly just going to try to push Joey up there, and then Nick threw the block from hell, like always, that he's good at, and after that, we were kind of just trying to figure it out, and once him and Nick got into it, I obviously was below it, so I had a little bit of the run, and was able to just kind of drag race with Joey back to the line, and fortunately enough, we came in front.
It worked out good for you. We'll see. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a penalty on Joey with the last lap turn, but solid run. End up getting it done by 12 hundredths of a second. So congratulations. One last thing. Who would you like to thank?
My son, family, WTF, you for broadcasting, all the boys on the team today, and Chevy for giving me a fast Chevy Camaro and Exxon.
I like it. I like the paint scheme. I like the race. It was a fun one all the way to the end, but you ended up getting her done. congratulations. Your first win of the Super Speedway season. First win on a Super Speedway, I believe, too. But at least with the league. But that was cool. So congratulations. Hopefully be seeing you next week.
Yes, sir.
$20 in Matt's pocket. Possibly could be 30 with the laps led. We'll have to check that out after the race. But you end up getting it done. So good job.
Thank you.
Matt with a solid run there. I'm not sure about Joey. That's going to be a DQ. I'm going to have to say that just looked too much like it and turned Nick. So sorry to Nick there. Not what he wanted, obviously, but man, that was going to be, that was not what Nick needed. He had a great blocked Joey, and probably had it done. I don't know if Nick or if Joey or Matt could have done anything about it all the way to the stripe. It would have been a drag race if he would have got in front of Matt. I don't know. We would have still had to see, but Nick gets turned. Joey comes across the line second. Going to interview Chris here. Chris, do you got a copy?
What's up?
Well, I believe that's going to be a penalty for the 03. So that's going to put you into second place. So congratulations. Wild Lash Restart. Talk to us a little bit about it.
Oh boy, that was I wasn't really sure how things were gonna go down. It kind of looked like Doug kind of got slow up on the start, which kind of pulled Bully back into me. And then I see Albert kind of jumped up the outside to kind of either take the line to slow it, went back down. Then the line kind of started falling apart. And then as we kind of got to the white flag, and as we're coming down, down the backstretch, just cars started going left and right, and as they say, the seas parted way, and I just drove through it all the way through the tri-oval, and I took a shot, took a nice draft off the back of the car that was I was following, and well, the rest is history.
It definitely helped you, and the seas kind of parted like Moses, and it just worked out for you good on that last lap. I know you, Matt, and Jay as well, who finished, we'll say third, were back out of the top 5, top 7 on that last lap on the white flag, and at the line you guys were 1, 2, 3. So that was a heck of a battle for you guys on that last lap, getting through the field. How were you able to avoid all those wrecks, and what were you kind of looking for when you see a wreck in front of you? How were you able to get through it?
Well, I run a cup league on Sundays, and I've had a lot of time, and I've gained a little bit of experience with this next gen car. Just kind of understanding it, making sure understanding that those brakes lock up real fast, and trying to understand how to brake gingerly. Don't slow your steering down too much, but don't let it go too fast to put yourself in a position where you could just self-spin yourself out. So that, and I've also noticed that, most of these cars, when depending on where you're on the track, sometimes if you're down low, they just go up the track. So if you can go low, you stay low, and you head towards the apron, you're almost always guaranteed to at least get around most of the wrecks, especially in the super speedways in these cars. So we've learned a few tricks here and there. Same thing with pushing. Make sure I stay nice and cool, being tucked up behind somebody, where to hit in the back of the car. I was able to keep right on the back bumper of Matt for most of the time, even relatively through the corners. So it's definitely gaining some experience and time in this car to help really understand what this car can do has been huge for me.
Yeah, worked out for you there. Came home P2, so congratulations. We'll be seeing you next week.
Yes, sir.
Chris Pilo gets her done there. Coming home P2. Jay is not in the chat, so not going to be able to interview him, but Matt Frady ends up getting her done. Does burnouts on the front straightaway. So congratulations to Matt. He pockets that $20. We'll see who led the most laps. I'm not for sure, but going to end it here. So if you guys did enjoy, please come check it out next week. It's going to be more cars, more fun. It's going to be a fun one next week. So hopefully see you here Wednesday. Be ready. Tune in for it. We'll see you guys then.